Hello, Ward fam. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. It is good to be on with you guys again. See you guys this evening. It is nice to actually get to slow down a little bit for a minute, okay? It has been crazy this spring. This spring has just been nuts. So it is nice to get to just pump the brakes, get on here live with you guys, and have a little chit chat. So, we're going to get into it tonight. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys got to go fishing this past weekend or sometime this week for those that are retired and get to fish during the week. I don't want to hear all about it because it makes me sad, makes me feel bad because I have to work during the week and I get to fish on the weekends, right? Well, I get to fish during the week a little bit, but for the most part on the weekends. So I don't want to hear about all y'all's adventures on during the week. It just makes me sad. But I hope you're doing well. Listen, when you get on tonight, drop me a hello. Let me know where you're from. Guys, you're going to want to know how to operate that comment section. So if you do not have a YouTube ID, you need to get signed up on YouTube. That way you can comment on the lives on Wednesday nights, because tonight, right here on this little piece of paper, let me not give away the number. On this little piece of paper in my hand, we have a number, okay? When somebody chooses this number tonight, not yet, but I'll give you guys a range of numbers to pick from, okay? And when somebody chooses this number tonight, you are going to win a paid entry fee by Wired for Crappie. I'm going to pay your entry fee into the ACC Crappie Cove Big Crappie Bash on the 27th of this month. If you do not know about the ACC Crappie Cove Big Crappie Bash, then you're missing out, okay? Because I'm here to tell you it is going to be an awesome event. Let me show you guys the flyer right here. So here you go. Here is your flyer for the 4th annual Big Crappie Bash on Watts Bar Lake, April the 27th, okay? And it is going to be an absolute blast of a tournament. Okay. Got some great sponsors. Got Frog Togs, Skinny Lithium Batteries, Thump Gel, Crappie Cove, ACC. Just really, really good sponsors behind the tournament and a lot of money being given away. So for every hour, the way this tournament works, okay, for every hour, you can weigh one fish. If you weigh the biggest fish of the hour, you don't have to weigh, you can weigh. Listen to me now. You don't have to weigh every hour. You can weigh every hour. You can weigh one fish per hour. If you win the biggest fish of that hour, you win $1,500 cash money. $1,500. Now, let's say you win an hour. You catch a really good fish. And all of a sudden, at the end of the day, that fish that you weighed that hour is the biggest fish of the day. You win another $5,000 for one crappie, okay? One fish, one bite, one hook set, one weigh, $6,500 you could win at this event. So if you don't know about the event, like I said, it's going out of Terrace View Marina, Watts Bar Lake, April the 27th. Friday night, there is a dinner. Okay, when you register, they will tell you about the dinner. Friday night, there is a dinner. That is free of charge for all the participants in the tournament. So if you're participating in the event, you've paid your entry fee, come to Terrace View Marina Friday night, you get fed for free, okay? And just hang out with some really cool people. I'll be there. Some other YouTubers will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of the ACC pro staff is going to be there, and a lot of great people from East Tennessee Crappie Club are going to be there. It's just going to be a lot of great guys there Friday night, enjoying the food, the festivities, hanging out, shooting the bull, and getting ready for the tournament Saturday morning. So if you don't know about that event, it's on Wired for Crappie. It's on my page. It's on pretty much every crappie page on Facebook. You've probably seen the flyer. And then ACC's page. You can always message me. How do you get entered for that tournament? Okay. You have to call Crappie Cove, which is inside Gunny's Firearms in Maryville, Tennessee. You have to talk to Misty or one of the ladies in the shop and get registered for that. They will take all your information. They will get you registered. I'm going to be sending out the official rules and everything to you guys this week for your review via your email address that you provided when you registered. So you should get the official rules sometime this week or early next week. I got a lot of people to go through because we're up to 70 boats or something like that. So if you have not entered, okay, we will blast off that morning by registration number. So if you have not entered yet, you better get entered because we're already up to about 70 boats, and it's going to be a long wait that morning to get out of the gate if you're number 70 or 80 or 100, okay? Because we're expecting over 100 boats this year. So please get registered for that event. Again, the way you get registered is to call Gunny's or Crappie Cove inside Gunny's Firearms and get registered for that, okay? So please, please, please get registered for that. And listen, when we get to the end of the show tonight and we get ready to give away that free entry, okay, I want you guys to do me a favor. If you're already entered, please let someone who may not be able to fish the event or may just thought they didn't want to put that kind of money into the event that's not registered yet. Let's let somebody win that is going to fish the event. If you're not going to fish the event, you know you're not going to fish the event, please don't try to win, okay? That's what I will ask of you guys is please do not try to take the entry fee away from somebody that will potentially fish the event. So if you know you're in Wisconsin or California and you know you're not going to be able to fish the event, let's let somebody win this that will be there and be able to participate in that event, okay, that wants to come and fish in that event, okay? I ask that of everyone, please. And I'll reiterate that again before we start guessing on what numbers we got. So real quick, let's see who all's on. Crappie Kev, what's going on? What's going on, Jimmy Pratt? I guess I can talk real quick. I guess I can talk about what happened with Jimmy Pratt now since the cat's out of the bag. So if you guys ever need a new boat motor, just let me facilitate your boat getting fixed. So Jimmy had some motor issues, had some things going on. I helped him get into a shop. We got it in there. We got it moved up a little bit. Then he went fishing and was in the mountains out of service. And our mechanic friend called and said, this is what's going on. This is what you got. This is what the computer says. This is what it's going to cost to fix it. And then he said, you know, it's going to be a little expensive. And I said, okay, well, how much is a new motor? And he said, oh, it's about X amount. And I said, hell, I don't really know. So I said, let me call his brother. So I called his brother, and his brother says, hey, what would you do, Matt? And I said, I'd put a new motor on the boat. And he said, call him and tell him to do it. And I said, all right. So Jimmy calls me when he comes out of the mountains and he gets cell phone service back because he gets a text message from me. It says, call me ASAP. So he calls me and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, not much. Hey, how about a new motor? Would you like one? And he's kind of like, what are you talking about? What's going on? I said, well, you might want to call up there because they're hanging a new motor on your boat. And he's like, huh? So anyway, Jimmy, I hope you like your new 175 Pro XS. He's got it back. He's rocking and rolling with it. I think he's done the break-in. He's probably going to put about 4 million comments on here now. But, hey, he's got a new motor and his boat's running. So there we go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I have good friends that don't mind me spending their money. That's all I'm saying. So if you want a new motor on your boat, holla at me. I get you. I'll get you hooked up. You know what I'm saying? I will hook you up. All right. Slab Happy. Hello. What's going on? Johnny Coots. Hello. Hello. James Williams. Hello from Saudi Daisy. James, you fishing in the ACC tournament? I hope you are, and if you are not, like I said, I'm giving away an entry fee. I'm going to pay your entry fee. It's $150 entry fee, guys. It's really not much when you consider it. They're going to feed you Friday night. They're going to have breakfast there Saturday morning. They're going to feed you at the awards at the end of the day. I mean, you're going to get free stuff. They give away door prizes. Everybody leaves with hats, rods, baits, frog togs. I mean, you're going to get all kinds of goodies. It is well worth the entry fee. So get entered, please get entered for that. If you're even on the fence about it, please get entered for that. Tom Claxton, hello, what's going on? George Hamby, what's up? Ty Cove ready for Saturday. Me too. East Tennessee Crappie Club has their banquet. Oh. East Tennessee Crappie Club has their classic Saturday. We got classic tournament Saturday. We are going to actually draw for that. It's a blind classic that will be drawn Thursday night, and we will be fishing some lake on Saturday. Don't know which one it'll be, but it is blind draw and no pre-fishing, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Donathan Brown, what's going on? Mike Kendall, hello from Kentucky. Virgil, what's up? Tom A from Pennsylvania, hello. Marshall, hi from Wisconsin. What's going on, Greg Holder? Hello. What's up, Misty Martin? Misty Martin 922 Barbecue, Crappie Barbecue. Matt, what's happening? What's going on? Paul Gwynn, hello. Dale from Central Kentucky. What's going on? Rick M, hello. Let's see. Chris Sims, what's going on, Chris? Mr. Rusty Prophet in the house. What's going on, Rusty? Jeff Smith, good evening, Matt from Rogersville, Tennessee. Levi wanted me to tell you thank you for all the stuff. You're very welcome, Levi. I appreciate you, buddy. Go catch some crappie on them bonehead tackle stump bugs, my friend. Todd Pell, hello from Ohio and soon to be in Talbot, Tennessee, Cherokee Lake. What's going on, Todd? Cherokee Lake. I've heard Cherokee's fishing fairly well right now. If you're going down there to crappie fish, the lake is coming up, from what I understand, so that should be pushing the fish up. Lake goes up, fish go up. Lake goes down, fish go down. So should be good fishing up there right now. Joe Nash in the house. Joe Nash. What up, Matt? Hope you and everyone is doing great. We are, Joe. Hope you are too, buddy. Let's see. Rules. When we're dropping rules, those will go out probably sometime the end of the week this week, first of next week. Everybody should have those rules for the ACC Crappie Cove Big Crappie Bash. The rules will be coming to you via email, so make sure you read those, guys, because, hey, we don't want any surprises. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to have to tell you that you broke a rule. That's not what we want to do that day. But if you read them, that won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Ray Pratt will be there. What's going on, Ray? Let's see. Larry, life is well, buddy. Life is well. Ronald Dills, good evening, Matt. I hope you and your family are doing well. We are. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. LaRue, what's going on, LaRue? Curtis Hobbs, hey, Matt. Going fishing tomorrow. Shell crackers are on bed, right? Shell crackers beware. There you go. I guarantee the shell crackers are on bed down there. It's probably warm enough for them down there. South Georgia. Hey, Matt, hope all is well. All is well. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. So, let's talk a little bit about crappie fishing leading into this weekend and leading into the ACC tournament. So, without giving away a absolute roadmap, let's talk about the spawn. So, spawn right now, there are some fish that have spawned. There are a lot of fish that haven't spawned, guys. So, you're starting to see on Facebook, you know, if you can use Facebook as your guide, as your judge, okay? Because let's face it, we live in a social world now. So if you look at Facebook, you're starting to see people that are posting, caught this, caught that, caught these fish, caught those fish, caught a limit here, caught a limit there, caught this, caught this. When you start seeing those guys that are normally asking, you know, hey, where are the fish at? I can't catch any, you know, and they're saying, caught them. When you're seeing that, they're spawning. Okay, so there are some fish spawning. There are some fish shallow. The last 2 weeks, I've caught a lot of male shallow, a lot of blackfish. Okay, not a whole lot of whitefish shallow. I'm still pulling planer boards, still fishing shallow, still catching those blackfish and a lot of male fish. And I have caught some white male fish, but I have not caught a whole lot of the big black females or the big white females yet, which tells me there is some, don't get me wrong, there has been a couple waves that I've seen of black females that have moved up to spawn. So typically, Your blackfish spawn first, your whitefish spawn next. Okay, your blackfish will start at about 60 to 62. They'll go up to about 68, and then your whitefish start about 66, and they go up to about 70 or 72. Okay, that's typically where you get your spawning with your black crappie and your white crappie. Now, like I said, I've seen some blacks. I hadn't seen a whole lot of whites. So there's gonna be several waves of white crappie that still move up to spawn. But the good news is, especially for, let's say, Watts Bar, okay, those fish are moving into those pre-spawn staging areas. You're starting to see a lot of these white crappie that are moving into that pre-spawn staging area where, oh, excuse me, that pre-spawn staging area where they're sitting in that 12 to 20 foot of water, staging on brush, just waiting on everything to get right so they can move up and do their thing. Okay. Now, again, for those that maybe don't understand exactly how the spawn works, the males move in first. The males prep the bed. Okay. That females will move in waves. They'll move up. They'll find a bed. They'll lay. They'll turn around. They'll back out. Okay, they're not going to stay up there. They're going to lay. The male fertilizes the eggs. The male stays there until the eggs hatch. Then they protect the fry, and the fry get big enough. The male leaves, the fry leaves. Okay, so those male fish are the ones that are there for a prolonged period of time. Those big fat females that are moving up and moving in and spawning and moving out aren't there for a prolonged period of time. Now, where they are for a prolonged period of time is those staging areas. Okay, that 12 to 20 foot, that staging area right before they're going up to spawn. That's where those big females typically stay most of the time. So, come next weekend for the big crappie bash, I predict it's going to be a good one. Okay, there's a full moon on the 23rd. There's always a wave of fish that move in on the full moon. The full moon always puts fish, in spawn. And that week is going to be a good one. I mean, 23rd's full moon, 27th's the tournament. It's going to be fun. It's going to be one I think it's going to be probably one of the better tournaments we've had yet. Okay. Just the way everything's setting up. Everything was behind this year. Last year, we were fishing post-spawn this time for the ACC. This year, we're going to be fishing a little of the pre-spawn and spawn. It's going to be good. So, really looking forward to that. Looking forward to the tournament this weekend too. But I feel like this weekend there'll be some big fish caught. I don't know what lake's going to get drawn. It really depends on what lake gets drawn for this weekend as to kind of how that goes. But if I had a lake to talk about, I could talk about it a little bit better. But yeah, got down to Chick and was able to pull some boards on Chick. Those blackfish down there, they've probably, I'd say those fish down there are probably 50 to 60% done. And you've got still another probably 40 to 50% that hadn't spawned, just based on water temp alone. When I was down there, there was probably, what are you talking about, Ray? Your boat's right here. If you're asking about you don't know your own boat, your boat's sitting right there. See, that ain't my Triton sitting in there. You see Triton and 115. Good Lord. No, your boat's not outside. You crazy? Oh, that's funny. Man don't know his own boat. I'd be ashamed of myself, right? Anyway, those fish down there are probably 50, somewhere around the 50% mark. Loudon, I'd say Loudon's about the same, in my opinion. I got to fish Loudon Sunday, and they're probably somewhere in that 50 to 60% done. I found a lot of fish shallow, a lot of fish in that mid-range depth. I caught some fish that looked like they had spawned out, and some fish that looked just fat as all get out that hadn't spawned yet. So, you've still got several waves, and the water temperatures were still in that 60 to 61. That ain't it for white crappie. White crappie just ain't doing it yet, okay? Let's see here. Ray wants a new motor too. Well, it sounds like I could put a new motor on Ray's boat and he wouldn't even know it because he doesn't even know what his motor looks like. So we could put a motor on his boat and he wouldn't even know it. Look, Ray, let's see, do this. That help? There you go, buddy. That's funny. I predict larger, Joel. Year one saw 241. Let's set a new tournament record. Joel thinks 2.3 will win the tournament. Is that what you're saying, Joel? Whoop. Hang on. Go away. There we go. All right. Predictions for the ACC. I'm going to say 265. 265 is going to be my guess on what wins that event. I'm going to guess 265 for that day. Be my guess. Hey, Matt, I would like to take a minute to thank you for all your help and info. I know you have a lot going on and still try to make time to help. I'm sure there are lots of people that can say the same. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to help. Yes, I'm busy, but I'm never too busy. I try my best not to be too busy. Sometimes I do get too busy, but I always try to circle back around. So if I miss somebody, I promise I try to circle back around when I can. But I don't always get to things as quickly as I want, but I try. Okay. Drawing the lake on the East Tennessee Crappie Club page. Yes, that will be tomorrow night. I will draw tomorrow night for sure. Rusty says 3.0. I hope so, and I hope I catch it. George Hamby, got graphs, Matt, stacked behind your head. Nice headrest. So this is part of my Lowrance HDS Gen 1 collection. If you haven't seen my Gen 1 collection, this is part of it. I've got HDS 10 Gen 1, and I've got an 8 Gen 1, and another 8 Gen 1, and another 10 Gen 1. So, yeah, that's my part of my Lowrance collection. I was going through some of my graphs, and yeah, it's part of it. So, I absolutely love the Gen 1 models. These things, you can't beat them. I mean, you really can't. So I absolutely love them. They're probably my favorite graph. And as long as I can get these HDS Gen 1s, this, like I said, this is a 10, I'm going to keep getting them. So, hey, we'll see. As you guys know, I like my Gen 1s. Okay. And gloves. There we go. So, like I said, let's go back. Loudon's probably 60 or 70% done. Tellico ain't there yet. All the whitefish on Tellico hadn't done anything. I mean, it just hadn't got warm enough on that lake yet. There's probably you probably still have 60 or 70% of the fish on Tellico that are yet to spawn, in my opinion. Douglas, I haven't heard a whole lot about Douglas. Watch Bar, like I said, the whitefish, in my opinion, hadn't done it yet. on Watts Bar. Douglas, I hadn't heard a whole lot about. I think there has been a little bit of spawning activity on Douglas, but that lake is fluctuating. It's moving. Douglas and Cherokee are moving right now. And typically they're a little late on the spawn just because of the water fluctuations. And I think those fish have adapted a little bit to that water fluctuation over the years. That just continues. It's yearly, right? The lake goes down 30 feet, comes up 30 feet. So I think a lot of times those fish, they adapt to that and they make sure that they spawn when they need to spawn. Does that make sense? So to answer those questions out there that are all over Facebook is what stage of the spawn are we in? Based on your lake, it's a little different, but you've still got, in my opinion, you've still got probably another month where you'll see spawning fish. You'll be able to catch shallow fish, for the next probably 30 days. And you'll still be able to catch a few after that. But I'd say you've still got 30 days of good fishing where you should be able to catch them shallow, mid-range, deep, pretty much anywhere. The 3 stages of the spawn, that's one thing that I talk a lot about is during this time, especially during this, what they consider spawn, it's not just shallow. It's not just mid-range. It's not just deep. It's everything. You should be able to catch them pretty much in every stage of the spawn. You should be able to catch some fish still out deep. You should be able to catch some fish in the mid-ranges. You should be able to catch some fish shallow. You're not just going to go and only target fish in one depth. You should be able to find them everywhere because those fish are all on a different cycle and they're all in different stages. Okay. So 3 stages of the spawn, pre-spawn, spawn, and post-spawn. You're going to find fish in those stages pretty much this time of year until they start moving back out for their summer haunts once the water gets over about 72 degrees. Then you're going to see a big push of those fish coming back out. Okay. Yeah, okay, shallow 2. All right, shallow 2. Where's shallow 1? Hey, in case anybody's wondering, this guy right here is shallow 1. This guy right here is shallow 2. And this guy right here is shallow 3. So, hello, Mr. Shallow 1. Hello, Mr. Shallow 2. And hello, Mr. Shallow 3. Okay? That's an inside joke. They'll understand where we're getting at. But if anybody wants to name those guys, you can call them shallow 1, 2, and 3. The shallow musketeers. Andy Sode, thanks for the videos about longline trolling for crappies from Iowa. You're very welcome, sir. Longline trolling, as you can see, my trolling racks right back there on my boat. You kind of see them. They're kind of hidden by the baits back there. Pew, right there. I love to troll. I cut my teeth crappie fishing trolling, and that's how I learned to crappie fish, was to go out there and troll. And I just love it. It's a passion of mine. I love to longline troll. I love to pull planer boards. I love to pull crankbaits. I used to enjoy spider rigging. I don't so much enjoy spider rigging anymore. It's just so slow. If you get on a good spider rigging bite and you're sitting there catching fish after fish after fish after fish, then it's fun. But if you have to move a mile to catch 3, oh my gosh, it's monotonous. 0.4, 0.5 mile an hour moving around. Now you can power troll, and I get that. But if you're going to power troll, why not just longline troll or pull planer boards? But I absolutely love to troll. It's passion for sure. And I appreciate you for watching the videos and letting me know that you like them and that they help, hopefully. All right. Let's see. We're going to cut her probably a little short tonight. We are going to give away, like I said, an entry fee into the ACC Crappie Cove Big Crappie Bash. Okay. Now, before I ask everybody to start putting their numbers down, I'm going to give you a range of numbers. Okay. Before you start typing, don't start typing yet. But I ask that if you've registered already, okay, or if you can't fish the tournament on April the 27th, please, please, please give somebody that wants to come to the event and maybe just can't for whatever reason, the opportunity to win this entry fee. I would love to be able to meet you guys when you come down. I will be there, like I said, Friday night for the dinner, all day Saturday, probably Saturday evening until we shut the place down, whatever time that may be. But I will be down there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because I've got a lot of stuff to do with ACC and their writer and some of the other pro staff and some of the other things that we've got to do for the event. So I'll be down there for several days. But I ask that if you are going to try to win this, please know that you can make it to the tournament. Okay, that's all that I ask. So what I'm going to do here is there's a number written on this little slip of paper right here, and I'm going to ask you guys. It is a number from 1 to 100, okay? And you guys can start guessing 1 to 100. And when I see the first number that I see, keep in mind there's a delay between your comment and me, okay? So just because you put a comment and you don't see it up there yet, there's a delay from you to me, and then there's a delay from everybody else in the country back to you, okay? So 1 to 100, if you hadn't registered for the event yet, please. Okay. I'm getting some comments. I'm getting some comments. Well, that was quick. That was very quick. So it already got guessed right off the rip, the very first one. I reckon that's a God thing, huh? All right, let's see. Very first one that I have, Mr. Slab Happy Lures, number 77. Very first number. Boy, that was quick, wasn't it? All right, buddy. Hey, holler at me, and I'll get you hooked up with Misty. We'll get you entered, you and your partner, on me for the ACC Crappie Stix Big Crappie Bash. 77 was the number. That was kind of strange. That was a little weird right there. I'll be honest with you guys. That freaks me out. 77 out of 100 numbers. How'd you pick my number right off the rip? That's pretty good right there. Slab Happy Lures, holler at me. We'll get you registered. Let's see. Did anybody else get it? Let's see. Anybody else get it? Anybody else? Oh, he said he's already entered. Well, I asked you not to comment if you was already entered. All right, let me get to another number. Hang on a minute. Dang, Perry, I just went through all that. Told everybody not to say anything. Hang on now. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to go round 2. I don't have a runner-up, but we're going to go round 2. Since Perry didn't listen to the rules. All right, this is a number between 100 and 200. One number between 100 and 200. Go. You guys start commenting. Number between 100 and 200. Whoever guesses it. 100 and 200. You're all right, Slab Happy. No worries. We want to get somebody that's not entered yet and that's going to fish the tournament. Okay? Please, please, please make sure you can be there on April the 27th. Number between 100 and 200. I see one that's really close. I see one really close. Let's see. Man, there's a comment that's one off, guys. One off. Now everybody that's commented is going to come back with another number. One different. Not yet. Oh, yeah, you can guess more than one time. Yep, George, you're right. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. You can type 100 to 200 if you want to. Oh, so close. Some people so close. All right, we're going to start doing higher and lower. How's that? I'll really get y'all messed up then. All right, lower. We'll get y'all narrowed down. Watch this. I'm going to give you one. Oh, there it is. Tom Claxton. 147. Tom Claxton. 147. You're not entered, right, Tom? You're not entered yet? Correct? Tom, are you entered yet? Yes, no, maybe so. Jimmy Pratt. Shallow. Tom, you have to fish now. It's free. That's exactly right. You have to fish now, Tom. Good deal. No, he's not entered yet. All right, Tom, do me a favor. I think you and George know each other. So give me a ring, and I will get you hooked up with Misty to get you entered, okay? Obviously, this is a open live, okay? And we don't want somebody calling up there and saying, I'm Tom Claxton. Enter me for the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So you call me, and I'm going to give you a number to get in touch with Misty, and she will ask you what that number is. Okay? She'll ask you what that number is. Yep. And she'll get you registered. Okay, Tom? But you have to fish now. Joel, Matt, you going old school in the ACC? Maybe. I might go old school. I might do it. I might do it. Will you buy my minnows? No, I don't buy minnows. I don't buy minnows no more. Unless I'm taking my kid or a kid or a guide trip that's never fished before. Steamer. Okay. I love it. Tom is on a roll. Yes, he is. All right. So Tom Claxton, congratulations. You're very welcome, buddy. You're very welcome. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the event, and I hope you win an hour. I really do. And then you can think of me when you win an hour. And you may, if you want to split it with me, that's cool. I mean, I'll take half of it if you want to split it with me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you may win the whole event. And, you know, an 86-16 for the front of my boat, you know, whatever you want to do, I'm on board. You know what I'm saying? So just remember me when you win big. That's all I ask. But we get you hooked up. Okay, buddy? All right. So that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, God bless. We'll catch you on the next one. Slab Happy, I'll hook you up too, buddy. Since you guessed the right number to begin with, I'll hook you up with some cool stuff, okay? But as always, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great week. We will catch you on the next live. Next live, we're going to talk about a couple different things. We're going to talk about some different tackle and some different rigs that I use and things of that nature. So we're going to talk jig heads and a couple other things. So we got some real cool stuff to talk about next week. Been kind of putting a list together, stuff to talk about. And if you guys will join us next week, same time, same place, 9 o'clock, I'd appreciate it. And we will catch you then. Hope you guys have a good week. Again, God bless, and we'll see you later.